All right. Hello, everyone. This is Roz Henderson. Thank you for being here on this Wednesday. I hope things are going really well for you. Drop an emoji to let me know how you're feeling today. Are you happy? Are you on fire? Let me know. I want to know. And today's Wednesday Spotlight and all Wednesday Spotlights are really designed for the anxious salesperson who want to improve their skills, improve their mindset, so they are making a consistent income. This is who I serve. So I'm calling all of you out. I always call you out and I ask you to join me for this very, very special time. It's a special time where we could share some information. I could share some tips and get you a little further along the path to closing more sales. That's what delights me. And I'm going to start off with a question. Why didn't you close Becky? Yeah, Becky. Why didn't you close her? I mean, she's the perfect candidate for your weight loss program. How did you lose the sale? Now, as you think back, you realize you brought fear to the sales call. You got lost in your head again. These nerve-wracking thoughts kept assaulting you. Can I close her? Will I lose the sale? Can I handle the objections? And as you focused on that, the fear just got worse. It moved to your body. Now you're focused on the thumping heartbeat and your sweaty palms. And all that does is what? Fuel fear all the more. And you go down into this spiral. And here's the bigger issue. The bigger issue is that the more you focus on you in a sales call, the less present you are to your prospect, Becky. And when you're focused on you, you're missing things on your Zoom call. There are things that she's saying, and there are things that she's not saying. You need to note that. You fail to ask better questions, which would help you access her pain point a little bit more. And then you could position your product or service a little bit better. Because you lost in your head, sometimes you overlook body language. Becky's body language is definitely communicating that she's angry. You appear disinterested in the sales call. She knows that you're not really deeply listening to her. Now you know why you lost that sale with Becky. Here's the good news. You don't have to lose any more Beckys. It's time to get out of your head. It's time to start learning the art of mindfulness and better listening skills, the art of listening. And these are the subtle things in a sales call that explains why one sales professional has a higher close rate than another one. So let's understand the importance of mindfulness, how to do it, the importance of active listening, and how to get better at it so that we could be better at leading and serving our prospect and gaining another client. Here's the thing about mindfulness. We can use that word, but even a simpler word would be presence. To be fully present in your sales call is quite important, but a fairly rare thing. Because oftentimes we are battling things like being in the future. Our minds and thoughts are in the future. And we're thinking like in the above example, oh, can I close this sale? Oh, can I handle her objections? You're in the future. Or you might be chewing on something in the past, but are you present? You want to be able to be mindful because it gives you advantages in the sales process. You're able to be more observant because you're there in regards to your prospect. You can allow your curiosity to roam. You can respond to your intuition. Something tells you, you know what? I don't know if that's Becky's true objection. I'm going to ask some deeper questions to get to her real objection. And when you're present, look, you're asking better questions too, so that you can flush out the pain and the wishes of this lady. And honestly, can I say that your full attention on someone shows your respect for them? Have you ever been, you've gone to a dinner with a friend and they're all into their cell phone and they're texting, one text after another. And how do you feel? I know I felt absolutely insulted. And I'd ask myself why. I know you would too. Obviously I'm not that important. Well, that is how your prospect feels when you lack presence or mindfulness in a sales conversation. So the question is, how do you become more present? I'm especially talking to the person or salesperson out there whose focus lasts that long. We need to start training our mind and our focus so that we can show up. So all of us, every part of ourselves can show up in a sales conversation. So my suggestion is that you practice mindfulness outside of a sales call. All you need is about 15 minutes, very short period of time. And there's a lot of ways that you can do it. You can go ahead and Google the many ways that you can do it. Here's a simple way that I do it. I find a comfortable position or a place. I might lay down or I might sit tall in a chair like this. And what I do is relax. I relax. And then I practice being in the now. I am listening. I want all my 5 senses to be engaged with the now. And as I'm listening, I might hear birds tweaking outside of my window. I might feel the breeze across my face. I might even just enjoy the satin sheets against my skin. I just be. And your mind, just about all of our minds are pretty untrained. And so don't be surprised if you find inner chatter trying to take your attention, that you might have thoughts like, what am I going to eat for dinner today? Or, I wonder what Tammy's doing right now. That's normal. Just bring your mind back to the present. Just refocus. Go back to listening. Go back to being in the now. I know it sounds simple, and it is, but if you do this exercise long enough, you are training your focus to be in the present, to be in the now, rather than having thoughts take you away that are based in the past or the future. So let's take a quick moment, just a quick moment. We could do this exercise right now. Just find a place, a relaxing place where you can just close your eyes, or you can have your eyes open and just be. Let's just be right now. What do you hear? The blades of the fan moving, that's what I hear. A muffled conversation outside my window. The dog barking. Take in a deep breath. Blow it out through your mouth. Slowly. Little smidgen of an example of how to be present. Practice this 15 minutes a day, and it'll help you shift your focus so that you could be more present. Why is this exercise, and why again is mindfulness really, really important? Because you want to be fully able to serve your prospect and lead them into a sale. And it's a great way to build connection with them. All right, let's talk about active listening. We set the stage for active listening because now we are present. We have decided, no matter how many intrusive thoughts come in to pull us away from the prospect, we are bringing our minds back to the prospect so that we're fully present, observant, able to gather as much information because we're there with the prospect and they know it. It builds rapport. So active listening is the next step because again, it's going to help us collect information. It's going to help validate the prospect's experience. It's going to help you build a relationship and increase your chances of attaining a client. This is the why behind develop active listening skills. It's about dropping everything and focusing on your soon-to-be client. You want to note facial expressions. You want to note body language. You want to hear the tone of their voice. And as you do that, you want to pivot your sales call. And I delve into this much more deeply into our 6-month program, the Mega Money Mindset Sales Intensive. But you're getting a taste of these wins that can absolutely, subtly, but profoundly shift how you show up in a sales conversation. Being able to actively listen means that you're more thoroughly understanding the hopes and the dreams of your prospect. So, noting things in the sales call is part of active listening. The second thing you're going to do in active listening, you serve as a mirror in the conversation. You want to be on the same page as your prospect. You want to be able to enter into their experience, to try on their shoes. Then you need to be able to mirror back what you think you have heard. You could do it in your own words. For example, you could say, Becky, I understand that you're saying, and let me know if I'm understanding this correctly, that if you indeed lose the 50 pounds, one of your whys, one of your motivations is going to be to get your diabetes under control. Once that's under control, it means that you'll be able to attend your daughter's college graduation in the next 3 years. Did I get that right? Boy, once your prospect understands that you're on the same page with them and you really do get it, you're going to see them light up and go, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You got it. You know how I feel. And that is such a great way to resonate with your soon-to-be client. Guess what? This needs to be done intentionally. Intentional focus on your prospect is a subtle tool that produces big results. And you can use, by the way, active listening in any part of your sales system. You might want to handle an objection by honing in on what the prospect is saying. Oh, okay, Becky, I hear you want to share this program with your husband. I know you're excited and you want to share it with your husband before you sign up. Let me ask you this. What do you think your husband needs in order for him to come aboard? You can use active listening in any part of the sales process. What about early on when you're building rapport? For example, okay, Becky, let me see if I get this right. You said you don't have much time for this call. Okay, I get that. But, you know, as I interact with you, it seems to me that you're a little bit uncomfortable. Am I right? She says, yes. Can you tell me more about that? By actively listening, giving feedback, being present, you notice that she was uncomfortable. Then you learn that she's been through quite a number of weight loss programs, and she hasn't had sustainable results. Now you can address that, right? In your presentation. Again, these simple shifts, showing up, actively listening, it honors your prospect. And I'm telling you, they're going to be absolutely impressed by the fact that you're focused on them because it looks like concern and care for them. And I know you do indeed care. So we're going to do a quick recap. We now know that as an active listener, we're observing. We're observing the body language, the facial expressions, what is said and not said. And then we have learned to mirror what is being said in the sales call, reflecting it right back to the client. It shows that you empathize and you understand where they're coming from. So if you use all the above, then it'll allow you to pivot and make changes, subtle changes in your sales presentation, and increases the chances of you making that sale. So you want to be able to turn Becky's into clients, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to learn, you have to train your attention, especially if you know you have a quick fleeting attention. You got to be able to train it so that you're present in your sales conversations. And you want to be able to use active listening so that you understand your prospect and so you can gather as much information as possible. Do that and watch your sales ratio go up. I have an offer for you. So what does a former teacher who hated sales, how can she teach you about being a sales pro? She can teach you plenty because I have had to get training and to work on mindset for quite a while to be an effective salesperson. And I can help you become one too. So you just got a little smidget, a little taste from our mega sales program. But there's so much more to learn. We are absolutely dedicated to helping you become a confident sales pro so that you can consistently make your definition of wealth. I want you to take the first step, though. Yep, take that first step, and I want you to book your consistent sales coaching call right now. I got my part, you have yours. And in it, what I'm going to do is help you focus on an area of sales that you'd like to improve upon. We're going to come up with a solution. And really, I want you to really enjoy the feeling of having an expert come along with you to help you improve your sales skills so that you're closer to making the desired income, your desired income. All you have to do is run, not walk, is contact me through the DMs, Rosalind, Rosalind, Henderson, Henderson. And all you need to say in the DMs is that I'm ready to get started. We'll set up our powerful call, and we will see if we are the right fit for each other. Go now. Go now. While it's fresh on your mind, and set up your appointment now. Love being with you. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Until next time, peace and blessings. Bye-bye, guys, for now.